I was born in Santa Monica and grew up in Malibu till I was 11, and then my dad got moved up to San Francisco, and I was living in the Bay Area, and I always looked up to Mount Tamalpais, a beautiful mountain nearby, but it was beyond my traveling capabilities when I was just 12 years old. In the first part of my life, the first maybe, 17 years, 18 years, I never thought at all about farming. In fact, I grew up on the beach, walked the beach, and loved, just walking on the sand, swimming in the ocean, looking at the ocean, hearing the rhythms of the waves. I think that's how nature infiltrated into my being. But when I was in high school, my friend took me hiking, and I fell in love with nature at that point. That love affair continued into college when I first held a packet of seeds, and the promise in those seeds I fell in love with. Then at that point, started thinking about how I could have a career where I could not only be in nature, but have meaning and see the fruits of my work. To not just pontificate about producing things or working, but to actually work, to actually see what you can do with your hands. Every business is challenging. Every person that's an entrepreneur has a small business, medium business, even large business, they're all extremely challenging. But that's what makes it so rewarding, is to have a team of people and to work together to be successful, to create beauty in life. I am so blessed to be able to be right in the heart, right at the first step of where our food comes from. It's the most incredible, wonderful, engaging process to be able to be involved in that step of growing the food from the earth in the most nutrient-dense, rich earth we can grow it in, and to then nourish people with that food. It's an incredible step to be involved in. Right now we're in a location called West County, Sonoma County. So it's the western part of Sonoma County. It's the area of Sebastopol, which has a long heritage of heirloom apple growing. And it's really apple country, and now a renaissance of Pinot Noir does really well here. As West County, we're right near the ocean, so we get a nice ocean influence, which cools the area. It brings out the inherent qualities in the varieties and species of fruits and vegetables that we grow. Certain times of the year, spring, summer, fall, certain days we have this fog, which is this beautiful, rare event that happens in only certain parts of the world. This morning fog that comes in, and it's that fog that keeps us cool here in the mornings, and then the sun burns it off around 9 or 10 a.m., and then it's nice and sunny, and then that breeze comes in again and brings that fog cycle back in every day. And that's what keeps it cool here. That's what this fresh air, we have 1,000 miles of pure ocean air just flowing in here and keeping the plants sort of like refrigerated in a way. So it's like the perfect laboratory environment for expressing fully the traits of these varieties and species of edible crops we're growing. You can really feel that connection with God through growing these foods here. It's impossible to miss, because God is in this bush. God is in this fruit. And that's what translates into what we talk about in the book and in the videos is, I guess I'm involved in all aspects in how we eat, how we grow the food, and how we can also build our neurology, energy, our physical body, our relationships. Everything's interconnected. It's not separate. We just tend to be taught that things are separate. I wrote a book. I made a promise to God that I'd write a book. There was this unwritten, unspoken, deep knowing promise that I would write a book to help alleviate the suffering of millions of men that are going through exactly what I went through, and that I could help them. I could show them the way out, the pathway that I had to suffer through, so that they don't have to go through all the same sort of roadblocks that I was presented with, and that I could hand them back their power so that they can become the beings that they're truly meant to be, because that's the process I went through. It's what started out as sexual erectile dysfunction ended up going way beyond just, you know, regaining a vibrant, healthy sexual function, but showed how it transforms our relationships, our physical health, our mental, emotional health.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to catch the next video.